What's good, y'all? What's the numbers TV? It's your boy Paul Rowe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and like a video if you appreciate the content that Paul Rowe and What's the Numbers I provided. We back today with another profile piece, but this one is a little different. In this video, we're going to dive a little deeper into a story we spoke about before and show the domino effect where one murder turns into another, and before you know it, it's a full-on war, where one family can see numerous lives lost as a result of it. The story I'm going to be talking about today starts with the Hakeem Gravin heist murder, which was spoke about in the Coach to Go's profile piece here on What's the Numbers TV. In that video, we spoke about Hakeem, who was shot multiple times and killed in 2010. At the time of his death, Hakeem went by the name Ak, was only 16 years old, and allegedly the leader of the Hood Stars, who at the time was a crew of teenagers from Brownsville, Brooklyn, who would go on to make news headlines over the years for their violence and war they were involved in with the Wave Gang, another rival crew of teenagers out of Brownsville, Brooklyn. Hakeem's murder is looked at by some as the start of the Wu versus the Cho beef that's still going crazy in Brooklyn to this day. Now, the next piece of this story will take place on July 3rd, 2014, when Nathaniel Gravin heist would be shot and killed in Brooklyn just like his older brother Hakeem. Nathaniel, who was supposedly a member of the Hood Stars also, was 19 at the time of his death, and according to his friend, was in the Crown Heights neighborhood shopping for belts when a gunman pulled a pistol and shot Nathaniel. No further details about the shooting are available online. The killing of Nathaniel leads us to the last part of the story, when his younger brother Clayton Gravin heist would go on a revenge spree for his older brother. First, on July 13, 2014, Clayton repeatedly shot Yuba Queen Turner in the head, chest, back, buttocks, and arm as she sat on the sidewalk in Bedford-Stuyvesant, according to trial testimony. She died as a result of her injuries. Clayton later admitted that he shot the victim because she was related to a man he believed killed his brother earlier that month. Next, on November 11, 2014, the birthday of his deceased brother, Clayton drove with others to Brownsville, Brooklyn with the intent of continuing his revenge plot. Upon approaching a crowded residential courtyard on Lott Avenue near Mother Gaston Boulevard, passengers exited the car and opened fire into the crowd. A 32-year-old man was struck in the back and survived his injuries, but the bullet still remains lodged in his body. According to trial testimony, Clayton was apprehended fleeing the Brownsville courtyard shooting after engaging police officers, first in a vehicle pursuit and then on a foot chase until he was caught. Clayton, also a member of the Hood Star Street Gang, later admitted to his role in both shooting incidents and told investigators of his revenge motives. Eventually, Clayton will go to trial on the murder and assault charge, where he will be convicted of both and sentenced to 37 years to life in prison. Clayton was just 22 years old when he got sentenced with all that time. The Gravin heist family would get no justice for the murders of Hakeem and Nathaniel, as both cases are still unsolved as of today. After Clayton, things will be relatively quiet for the Gravin heists, besides dealing with PTSD or their family members being killed in the street, along with other relatives serving long jail time. But more carnage and pain for the family will occur in March of 2021, when 24-year-old Keon Gravin heist was shot and killed in the Midwood section of Brooklyn. Keon, who was brothers with Clayton and Nathaniel, was sadly killed while out celebrating his birthday. Keon was also helping to raise his brother Nathaniel's daughter, that sadly Nathaniel never even had a chance to meet before being killed in 2014. Unlike the previous Gravin heist murders, there will actually be an arrest made this time, when in April of 2021, Kent Shan will be arrested in Pennsylvania after a weeks-long manhunt. Shan was extradited to New York, where he was charged with fatally shooting Keon. But yo, it's What's the Numbers TV. It's a quick profile piece on the whole Gravin heist, the brothers. It's just, this story shows like the devastation that the war can just cause. That's just one family in this war that was going on in Brownsville, Brooklyn, and it spread out to different parts of Brooklyn. So just imagine all the other situations. This is just one we're speaking about. Now, for what we know, Clayton was still in high school at the time. He was playing for his school's football team when his brother Nathaniel got killed, and supposedly he went on that whole revenge plot. Y'all probably saying like, why did the two younger brothers join the gang if their older brother had got killed? Now, if you growing up in a neighborhood and your older brother's in the gang, he gets killed, the other people in the gang is going to show the younger brothers that one of their fallen shoulders more, especially if he's a member of some type of, clout or rank or that a lot of people look up to or, say this got love for. They're going to show the younger brothers, that same love, even more so. So they might get joined into the gang. Plus, they're from that neighborhood. There's gangs in different areas that might not be cool where they're from. So they join gangs. This is just a situation that a lot of kids are facing when they're born in these neighborhoods. Now, he was probably close to his other brother Nathaniel after they both was younger when they lost their first brother. Now they might have had PTSD from that, you know what I'm saying, or just from living in the neighborhood. You don't know what was going on as far as like within their minds, seeing all this violence and losing brothers and people that's right in their immediate family. So it's like you waking up one day, your brother's no longer there. Now it's just you and your other brother, y'all close, y'all making sure we got each other back forever. Now you wake up one day, your closest brother that was with you every day, he's not there no more. And it kind of supposedly made them, go on a revenge plot now. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just showing y'all the certain stories that's in these wars. Cause people just look at the Wu versus the Cho, or they just look at Wave Gang versus Hood Stars, and that's where it's supposed to get started from, or Blood versus Crip. You know what I'm saying? And they looking like, oh, it's just people getting killed. Oh, he got killed. How many bodies he got? How many? But you don't understand a lot of devastation that it caused, within that family. Like the mother lost three of her kids. All 3 of her sons is gone. So, just think about that. And this is just everywhere. This ain't just New York City or Brownsville. It's Chicago. This is down south. You know what I'm saying? This out west. This happening all over. And then that's just Texas. These are happening all these places. People just losing their life. Louisiana. You understand? So think about the stories that's really entwined with some of these wars. And that's what's going on. So I just wanted to bring this one out rather than just be a profile piece on Clayton or Nathaniel or Hakeem. I wanted to profile the whole situation, their whole story that the family's gone through from 2010 when they lost their older brother Hakeem to 2017 when the youngest brother Clayton gets sentenced to 37 years to life. But this is What's the Numbers TV. I hope you like this profile piece. A little different, you know what I'm saying? We came from a different angle. I wanted to show you the devastation that certain things the street life could cause, gang banging, robbing, shooting, all that. Some of these times it could just devastate a whole family, a whole generation could just be gone, you know what I'm saying? Like that whole generation she got, those are 3 only kids, right? All the boys is gone. So it's like, after that gen, it's over, you know what I mean? So it could just ruin whole generations, just wipe them out. So if you're in that age with gangs and all that going, you coming outside, you still in high school or you fresh out of high school, you know what I'm saying? Learn from certain other people's stories, you know what I'm saying? Try to learn from that, so when if anything happens to you that's kind of similar, you already got an idea. Maybe you might know what to do, or you might have an idea what to do, or you might be smart enough to just, curve that whole situation and, you know what I'm saying, live your best life. But like I said, I ain't trying to ramble too long, man. It's What's the Numbers TV. It's your boy Po Ro. Hope you like the video. Like, share, subscribe. Go check out the Instagram, the Patreon, the merch, the membership. Email me if you got some business. And we back before you know it, man. We out of here. Peace.